After 4 years of anticipation, 4 years of work, 4 years of wondering how they can make Aphrodite hit on our own family, it's here. And let me say, they did not disappoint in the slightest. The gameplay, the story, and replayability not only holds up to the previous installment standard, but I believe it surpasses it, which is absolutely insane to think about because this game is in early access. Yeah, you heard me right. Early access. Hades 2 is even completed, yet it blows AAA completed games out the water. Call of Duty, Starfield. Aside from ragging on incompetent companies that make dreadful decisions, let's move on to the meat of Hades 2. I'll break this review down into 3 parts: the story, the gameplay, and my thoughts.
So it shall be.
Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil the entire game. I'll only reveal what was shown in the first few nights to establish the conflict and the characters of the narrative. Also, forgive me if I make a few mistakes in Greek mythology. I'm not exactly an expert, and the monkey I used to write my scripts in the attic hasn't even seen the outside. Hades 2 follows the story of Bellona, daughter of Persephone and Hades, sister to our previous protagonist Zagreus. We are introduced to Hecate, headmistress and witch of the crossroads, who is portrayed as sort of a motherly figure and comrade traded to Bellona. Some of you may have caught that I said Persephone was her mother. Yeah, Hecate is a mother figure to Bellona. The absence of Hades, Persephone, and Zagreus is soon revealed. The god of time has taken the house of Hades, and along with the entirety of the underworld, Bellona fights to free her family and to free the underworld of his clutches. She toils to defeat a force that many would view as impossible, including the Pantheon of Olympus. Of course, that's just the main objective. There are other storylines with the inhabitants of the crossroads. Enough of the story for now. Let's move on to the gameplay. Hades 2 is a roguelike, just like its previous installment. For those unfamiliar with roguelikes, just imagine being in a boxing ring, getting beaten down over and over again, each time getting a little stronger. After so many times of getting beat up, you just stand up and beat your opponent. Unfortunately, you just find out there's another opponent that's 3 times stronger than the person you just beat. But stat bonuses aren't the only thing you get from throwing yourself in the ringer multiple times. You become more knowledgeable of the enemies and challenges that present themselves. Hades 2 also implemented a new mechanic called the Mega Moves that uses a new resource called mana. Think of Mega Moves as enhanced moves that change depending on the type of weapon you use. To execute moves, you need to spend a certain amount of mana, which depending on your build could be like water in a well, or spices in an American restaurant. Aside from combat, Hades 2 keeps the old upgrading system to unlock new weapons, crossroad features within the trials. However, there are new materials to collect and new ways to collect them. And there's a small minigame where you have to throw hands in the air for ghosts to give you essence. Finally, my thoughts. Even though the game's in early access, I've been having a blast playing this game. From the dialogue, the choices in gameplay, and new implemented features. I am looking forward to the future and will be supporting Supergiant the whole way through. I encourage anyone who hasn't seen Hades 1 or 2 to give it a chance. Please do yourself a favor and try it.